So I see these very cute sneakers on your page, and then I asked you in the comment section how much is it. Then instead of you to just tell me the price so that other people will see it there, and you're telling me to DM you for price. Are you doing me or you are doing yourself? Because I'm not gonna DM you. Just close your page. Close it. Close the page. Close.
More music at ninjaloaded.com.
Hi beautiful people, welcome back to my channel. So if this is your first time stopping by, hello, my name is Susan Annie. I'm a Nigerian food and lifestyle blogger. If you're a returning subscribers, hello, welcome back to my channel. Beginning and managing a business is always a struggle, but no matter who you are or what kind of business you're into, you are bound to make mistakes. And trust me when I say this, there's absolutely nothing wrong in making mistakes. The only thing wrong is not learning from those mistakes. If you learn from those mistakes you make in business, you'll be able to forge ahead and put in the best in your business. So on today's episode, I'm going to be listing out the mistakes that most small business owners make every single day that nobody is complaining about. With that being said, let's just head into this video immediately. So the first one is not having a business plan. I am not going to talk more on this because I already mentioned it in my previous video. I'm going to drop the link somewhere here or here so you guys can go and check that out, okay? The second one has to be, don't just hire anybody. Because this person is your friend or because he's a family member and he has experience in social managing or anything that has to do with social media marketing. Don't just give anybody, give someone that is experienced. Business actually moves forward when everybody on the team is working along. So don't just give anybody your business to handle for you. The next one is, don't put out what you don't have on your page, on your website. See, I had to bring my voice down to say this. If you go on Twitter, you will see people that will say what I order versus what I get. I'm very sure you don't want your brand to be that kind of business that would just post something for the gram, and when someone order for this kind of thing, you will give them a replica of what you posted on your page. DM for price, please. You guys have to stop this thing. It's, I don't know, even Zara, Fashion Nova and all the big brands we know, they put their price, they even tag the price on their Instagram page. But you that just started last week or you started 2 days ago, you will not be putting DM for price. Hello, who is gonna DM you? Is it that you guys gain so much joy when people kind of message you for how much is this and your DM is filled with unnecessary how much? Do you guys really enjoy that? So why not just put the price under the caption or just tag it in the photo? That way anybody that really wants to buy will have to, DM you directly. Your DM is supposed to be meant for business, not how much. Do you love to see that? Another one, this one, yeah, it's very common among our Nigerian brands. Lying to yourself and lying to your consumers or customers. You see people go and screenshot other people's review and post it on their story or post it on their page, then put a watermark of their own their own brand on it. Or better still, there's this one that they always, I've seen like 2 people that do this, okay? So you message a friend of yours or a family member of yours and you guys will have this conversation and you guys will make it very catchy. People will actually think that yes, this is a customer that is just sending a message. What? And then you not screenshot it and come and put it on the ground for us to see. Are you deceiving me or you're deceiving yourself? The people that will come out and say, I am not in a competition with anybody. Hashtag I am myself. Hashtag I am not in competition with them. Hello, you are a brand. You are in competition with every single person that has that particular product that you are selling. So if you are putting out that I am not a that, I am not in competition with anybody, yada, it's either you are not honest with yourself or you are just bluntly ignorant. Because trust me, people are looking at your page and they are trying to get better than you. So you to also look at people's page and try to get better than them. Don't talk about not being in a competition. Hello, you are in a competition with everybody that is selling clothes on Instagram. Another one is, you want to launch your business. You want to launch your brand. Today is June 17. You post one picture today, upcoming brand. Then in October, you post another picture, anticipating. In January 2021, you post another picture, revealing soon. Please, we are tired. Please. the door. We are tired of it. We are tired. Just launch the thing already or just close the page. Launching earlier will actually help you to develop it yourself and know more about your business. So why are you keeping it inside the house? Why are you keeping it in your shop? Why are you keeping it? Why are you disturbing us with anticipating coming soon? What is coming? We don't even know what is coming. So just post it already. What if we are spending all our money on other people's products and we are still waiting for you to, and you are still anticipating? Hello? This next one, underpricing your products just to catch people. If you do it today, do it tomorrow, do it next tomorrow. People will expect it the 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th, 9th, 10th time. They will expect it all the time. Don't get me wrong, underpricing your product can actually be a very, very good thing. But then it's wise enough to get your profit before trying to cut down on discounts and everything just to attract more customers. Let me tell you something that you don't know. Either you do giveaway price or you not do giveaway price. Your customer is your customer. Who is going to stay with you is going to stay with you. Who is going to buy from you is going to buy from you. You cannot force people. And that's on period. Bank loan is not the solution. I don't know, I think I need to say this more. Bank loan is not the solution. You see a lot of business out there that are even crashing right now. They went to borrow money from a bank. Nah, bruh, you guys should chill. Start with what you have first. Allow your business to get to that point before you start exploring finance. Just calm down, take it slowly, okay? Be proactive. Take it one step at a time. Your business is definitely going to get to that point where you have to, go and get a loan or something, but don't use that to start your business. It is very, very bad. This one, I have to say it. You have a business page on Instagram. Under that business page, your email is there, your phone number is there, everything that we can use to contact you is there. Then I'll not try this number because I already sent you a DM. It's been 5 days, 7 days, there was no response. And I decided, okay, let me just check again and see if I'm going to see a number there. Then I dial this number. The subscriber you're calling is currently switched off. Please try again later. Thank you. What do we do to you? Why will a business number be switched off? Why? We even, okay, it's understandable that it can be switched off in the evening time, maybe from 6 to like 10 or to like the next morning. But in a broad daylight, in the afternoon, what's happening? Another one is so many brands or so many businesses actually see marketing their business on Facebook, like Facebook ads, Instagram ads. They actually see it as a waste of money. Instead of them creating awareness through these ads, they would rather go on every celebrity's page or every influencer, that tag influencer, go under their comment section and be like, kindly check out my page. You might see what you love. Under a page where they're saying Black Lives Matters, under a picture where they are crying for domestic violence, they should kindly check out your page. For what? The thing is, they don't even know that you can actually spend 1,000 naira on an ad for a day. At most, you can spend 5,000 naira, which is little compared to what you're going to achieve from that. Do you know that if you spend 2,000 naira on an ad, you might get customers or clients worth 200,000 naira? The only thing is just to put a photo or a video that is very, very catchy. Another one is to ignore written contracts. So you start up this business and this business is just 2 weeks or 2 months old and you feel that you're not doing so much. You not think, I need to sign a contract with this kind of person or this kind of company in partnership. Then your brain did not have boots that you're supposed to write it down. They're supposed to have a written agreement. But instead of that, you guys use your mouth. Now tell me, if you now come back next year and the person that told you that, hello, I don't know you. Who are you? Do we have any business together? What are you going to do? Anyways, what I'm trying to say is any business or any contract you're going to have with anybody, make sure it is a written agreement. If possible, after writing it, take a picture, send it to your email. On email, pictures and everything are going to stay there forever. So just send it there, just in case this person comes up tomorrow and tell you that, I don't know you, who are you, where you did, where, come, how. So you are tarnishing someone's business just for your own to bloom. You see this product on Instagram, you see me scrolling through it, and I just show it to you, and then you go like, that clothes is fake, very fake, I can see it, very, very fake. Don't you see the one on my page? Very quality, mad, girl. That person is selling what he or she can afford. Because if you check and balance it, it's the same thing that the both of you are selling. So why are you trying to tarnish somebody's one just to make your own look sexy? The last one is, not knowing how to handle criticism. If you know that you cannot manage your page as a business owner, there are so many social media marketers on social media, especially on Instagram. There are just so many of them right now. Employ one of them. You guys should bargain on price and let this person handle your social media. That they say your product is trash does not mean you have to reply the person with one trashy reply also. It's better you ignore such comment, or better still come back and reply such comment when you are in a good mood, or don't even reply at all. Trust me, customers are most likely to be truthful than your family friends or your family and friends. So pay more attention to whatever they say about your product, be it a good one or a bad comment. Pay attention to this. So yeah, with that being said, you should not be afraid of making mistakes. Instead, be afraid of making mistakes that you could have avoided. Also learn from others and think of how you can avoid those same mistakes. So I'm just going to end this video with a quote just to inspire you and help grow your business. It takes 20 years to build a reputation and just 2 minutes to ruin it. If you think about that, you always do things differently. I'm just going to add this last one. Whatever you do it differently. The moment you do it differently, you will stand out. The best entrepreneurs in the world remain unshakably focused, and you should also remain focused.
So there we have it, guys. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you really enjoyed it, be sure to give it a thumbs up. Subscribe if you've not already.
And if your heart was beating fast as I was listing these things, then you have to stop that thing that you think you are doing and do it better. Stop making these mistakes and you will see your business grow crazily.
And that is it. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in my next one. Always remember to love what you do what you love, be yourself, love yourself, believe in yourself.
Be sure to follow me on my Instagram at SusanAnnie_. Till next time, guys. Bye.